The reason I've asked many of these questions is because I hear it on a daily basis. You know, I do find it ironic. And let me also back up for a second. As far as the issue of the gift cards or prepaid debit cards or whatever, I do believe the program has been started. My understanding is it is. And this funding goes to offset programs such as that and others, as was spelled out. But I've had people, and they'll ask me on a daily basis, constituents, you know, what do we get something like this? Do we get debit cards? What about our homeless veterans? I find it ironic that the very people that will stand up and volunteer, the men and women who will raise their hand and say, I will put myself in harm's way to protect the freedoms and the rights that this nation has, that makes us the greatest nation in the world, that makes us the destination where so many want to come. They don't get this help. They get turned away. We have veterans that need help, whether it's they're homeless, whether they're hungry, whether they need training or psychiatric help or any kind of help. They don't get this kind of help. You know, last year in the budget, we had the Healthy Meals for All, Healthy School Meals for All, and we came up $90 million short. So there are children today in New York State that are still going hungry because we couldn't come up with that $90 million extra to make sure every one of them was fed. It was also our school district funding. Many school districts wanted a 3% increase. That would have totaled about $280 million. We couldn't find that funding this year. And that'll come up a little later, but we couldn't find that funding. My good friend, Senator Oberacher, brought up the CHIPS funding and the highway superintendents. They were begging for an increase. Just give us $100 million more. We managed to get the $60 million back that the governor tried to take away to give us to level funding from last year, but they wanted $100 million more to fill the potholes, to fix the roads, to fix our infrastructure. Couldn't come up with it. But we come up with $2.4 billion. You know, it's been said that budgeting is about priorities. And there were others on the other side of the aisle earlier today that said, you know, you want to spend this and then you yell at us for spending too much. No, it's not about whether we're spending too much or too little or it's where we're spending it, how we're spending it, where our priorities are. We have too many people saying, what about us? Where's our help? Senior citizens on fixed income trying to figure out, am I going to get food or my medication, or can I pay my mortgage and my taxes to keep a roof over my head? They're struggling, and they say, where's our help? So it's about priorities. And I think when it comes to this issue, this $2.4 billion, I think we've got that priority wrong. And that's why I'll be voting no on this. Thank you.